Let's join Cyril Vanier. He's in Madagascar for France 24. Cyril, give us the latest.
Well, Mark, by and large, the situation in the capital city, Antananarivo, is fairly calm. There is, however, some tension remaining around the presidential palace. I'm standing in front of the presidential offices that were taken by the army last night. You can see an armored vehicle behind me. They still have about 100, possibly more, soldiers deployed around the perimeter. They have secured the perimeter. Just a few moments ago, a truck was brought in. It seems that they're going to be rebuilding a wooden door where they smashed down the metal fence to the entrance of the building last night. And just a few minutes ago, I saw a crowd gather around 2 or 3 cars that had been allowed to drive up to the gates of the palace. Several soldiers cocked their guns. They told me that the people in their cars were pro-president supporters. Now, I don't know more about the situation yet, but as I said, by and large, it's fairly calm. There has been no, the army that took this palace has so far been met with no resistance.
We know that the President Marc Ravalomanana is holed up in another presidential palace. Is it likely that that palace will be stormed?
Well, at the moment, that's hard to tell. The army is saying it does not want bloodshed. It does not want to kill any civilians, and it does not want, especially, different groups within the army to be fighting each other. So it's saying, in other words, that it's not going to storm the presidential palace unless it has assurances that it's empty and that they can do so without firing a shot. Because this is what happened right here last night. There were a few tense minutes during which soldiers were wondering whether or not they would be attacked. But they had been told, they had been warned before taking this building that it was empty. So they're hoping to do the same thing with the main presidential palace 12 kilometers outside the city where the president actually lives. But so far, as you said, there's no indication that he's going to be willing to leave his palace.
Cyril Vanier, they're reporting from Madagascar.